That's us, yeah. I don't hear anything yet.
Hmm.
Good evening, Rabbi Bernie.
Good evening. How you doing today?
Oh, wonderful. Nice storm, huh?
Wow, yeah. Looks like it's just about done.
Yeah. Yeah. Tough working conditions.
You know, my internet like blinked for a second, and I said, "Uh-oh." But we got on.
I actually played golf today and actually took a cart road. Getting smart in my old age.
Do you usually take a cart?
No, I usually walk.
Yeah. Yeah. Today was unusual.
It was safe to walk. You know, gotta be safe.
Yeah, I try to walk every day, a couple of miles, and it was really something, I mean, I come home completely drenched.
The worst thing is going into an air-conditioned house and then coming out and it hits you. It just absolutely knocks you flat.
Yeah. So this kind of weather reminds me, usually the first weekend in July is when the kids go to Israel with the Lapin Foundation.
Oh, yeah.
By the way. And it just reminds me of that kind of weather. And I was like, oh, yeah, I feel like I'm in the middle of Tel Aviv or in the desert somewhere.
Are they going this year?
I think in the winter.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, now that you mentioned it, yes, in the winter,
Yeah. But still, every time this kind of year rolls around, I always start thinking about it and have a dream or two about kids.
Well, your daughter Kara and Rob went in '96. They went on the Exodus one. That was a great trip.
Yeah.
That was spectacular. Yeah,
and in Cassie too, I think they still did that, and I don't think they did it too much longer after that.
No, they didn't. It did not keep going. That was a spectacular trip. What was it, 5 weeks, 6 weeks? They were gone?
Something like that, for whatever it was. Yeah, they do a week in Italy.
Yeah, they started on emulating the cruise of the Exodus.
Yeah. I wonder if they fasted.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I remember they said they had.
All their boys got the ears pierced, if you remember. Yeah,
that was something, and they were required to do a project at the end of the trip too.
Yep.
I don't know if we still have. I can't.
And then the $500 deposit that you gave for security, they asked you, you really don't want that.
I know they asked to keep it, I guess.
Yeah, everybody does that. What the hell?
Sure. Oh yeah, definitely worth the trip.
It was. You still support them. We still support. I saw the booklet the other day.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think when Cara went and Rob as well, unfortunately, poor Vicky, she passed away on that trip. I think in Israel.
Yeah, I think you're right. They were supposed to have dinner with Rabbi Warheimer. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Wow. Good memory. Good memory, Rabbi.
96.
96.
Wow.
I gather Abe isn't doing too well. I did not receive any communication from him when I sent him a raffle ticket this year, and then tried to follow up with an email. Never heard back.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
He's 90 years old, I think.
That's what I heard. That's what Rabbi Perlman said, I think. Yeah.
Wow. 90.
God bless him. God bless him.
Wow. It's the flunking and the cholent. That's what, maybe not exactly.
I don't think so. I think that kills more people.
I think you're right. Well, I really like it. There was one time when I was a teenager that my parents took my younger two siblings to Florida and left me and my older sister by ourselves. And we were invited to this, Orthodox family's, home for lunch after Shabbos, show. And we had cholent, and it was so delicious to me. Just so.
I'll never forget. Yeah, I'll never forget it. It was first time I had it was the Klicksteins, who lived near us in Lynn, moved to Marblehead, and we used to go visit occasionally, make the passage out to Marblehead, while we still lived in Lynn, and it was delicious. But then you learn you don't want to eat that very often.
Not too much.
No.
I think I'm encouraged. I think I'm going to put in the crock pot and make something. Tastes good.
How many we got online now? Let's see. Oh, we got 12. We're getting there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You got about 30 seconds.
Yes, and a few extras too. Hi,
Paula.
Nice to see you.
Hi, everyone. Nice to see you all.
Nice to see everybody.
Yep.
Good to see everyone.
Hi, Paula. Nice to see you too.
Hi, Carol. Nice to see you as well. Yeah.
Nice to see everybody, not just Paula.
Yeah.
True.
Nice to see everybody.
So am I supposed to tell you what time it is, Rabbi Bernie?
I guess so. We'll make that official.
Well, it is, I'll say it's 7 p.m. on this
It
side
is.
of Peabody. Yeah.
Well, at the end of this service, time to scroll up. Here we go. Just goes how show how long our service is, but we're getting there, going backwards.
Anybody who has a seat, a red seat, or it's page 120.
Yes. So here we go. Hello, everybody. Thank you all for joining in tonight. Welcome to Temple Ner Tamid's virtual service. We'll start off with the Ashrei, and then we'll do a Mourner's Kaddish afterwards. Ashrei Shvei Ve'Techo Dulukasel Ashrei Ham Shekakalo Ashrei Ha'am Shadonai Lahav Tilala David Aramim Kalai Melech Rabachad Shem Kali Lambed B'Choyim Abrachak V'Yallah Shem Kali Lambed Gedol Alamehulom Yod B'Lig Dulatoyin Chekeh Do Doshmak Maseku Kvartek Gidu Hadakon Tekov Jevin Nefzak Hasikam Zosnortek Meuklat Saprana Zekarab Tu Kabibit Chit Katkaran Kanan Rahumanai Erkmaun Chaset Tovn Elkov Rachmal Kumasov Yedukanai Komasev Zerva Hukat Kufad Makul Kaim Word to Barrel Lodiv Negron Word Tough Word Makoto Makut Kamakul Kalman Shalt Kabakal Door Smekanai Clone of Limbs okay call for film any Kolex Bay of a Tamjan Bito Open up your hand, and satisfy every living being according to your will. Sadi can I be called a recover chesed become a sub crop and a call crop call shit crop and met return to Sam at Shavatamas Rabbi Oshin, Shomer et color or Habab Eco Shmeen, Chat and I WP, Viva Red Kavasa, Shem Kacholi Lamba, and Van Abner of Rechia, Mea Chavi Olam, Hallelujah. In our Mourner's Kaddish, those observing your outside, feel free to open up your mics and join me. Yit Gadal, V'yit Gadash, Shemei Rabba. Bi alma divra kirute v'yamlich malchute. B'chaye chon u'v'yom echon u'v'chaye d'chol beit Yisrael ba'agala u'vizman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevorach li'olam u'mei omay. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ah v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yit adar, v'yit alev, v'yit talal, shemei tikutsha arichu. Le'ela, min kol birchata v'shirata, tush b'chata v'nechamata, ta'amiram bi'alma v'yimru, amen. Yehei shlama rabba v'yishmaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru, amen. O says shalom b'romav, hu ya'av says shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru, amen. Now for our formal evening service, for hu rachum yechaper von gloyskid, for bala shiva poveli kochamato, Adonai Oshem melech yameinu v'yam kareinu. Feel free to open up your mics to respond to the Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamborach.
Baruch
Baruch Adonai Hamborach Le'olam Va'ed. And we continue silently. Baruch Adonai maybe Mabdil ben Yom Uvein Laila Adonai Tzavot Shemo El Chai V'Kayam Tamid Yom Loch Aleinu Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Adonai Ha'ma'ariv Aravim. Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael Kahata Torah Mitzvah Kukim Mitzvah Tumalatan Laken Alim B'Shak Beinu Ken Nisib Kukecha L'Nismak B'Drei Torah Tevzolim Va'ed Keim Kayenu V'Yorek Yameinu V'Hem Negei Yom V'Layla V'Avat Kata Semimenu Li'Olam Min Baruch Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael. Feel free to open up your mics and join me in the Shema Yisrael. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. And Roger and Stu, would you do the V'ahavta for us, please?
We'd be delighted.
Thank you.
V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha v'chol levavecha v'chol nafshecha v'chol me'odecha v'hayu ha'devarim ha'eleh asher anochi mitzavacha Hayom al levavecha, v'shinantam levanecha, v'dibarta bam, v'shivtecha b'veitecha, uv'leftecha v'derech, uv'shachbecha uv'kumecha, uv'katatam liot al yodecha, v'hayulatotafo b'einenecha, uv'katavtam al mezuzot beitecha, uv'yisharecha.
Thank you, guys. Nicely done.
Baruch atah.
And we continue silently. Beham Shemot Yishmo, Tzatay Shonik Mitzvah, Hayom Levat Tanai Kalam, Lebuchol Vakulam Shemtat, without Skin Vitum, Koshia Santa, Degan, Habit, Rescue Trakam. And Atati Sab the Sarkalam Tawekal, the Zvatu Shabakam, Penyev Tilbakar Sata Batal, Hemakom Shimbitum, Nemaka, Afnabakam, Tashman, Yamata, Atamalo, Tita, Yubula, Yavata Mayor Malhaj Toshan, Telkam, sometime Rael of Afnashim, Chetumatomi, Yetkim, Field, but Beganakam, the Maritabo, Tam, at Benakam, Bebam, Chief Gavaveta left. Lemanya boye mechem vim nevenechem alarama ashenish ba Adonai levotechem latet lahem k'mer shemayim al haaretz. And Roz and Marvin, would you do the Vayomer for us, please?
With pleasure. Vayomer Adonai el Moshe lemor daber El Bnei Yisrael, v'yamartu alehem, v'yosu lahem tzitzis, al kafei bigdehem deratam, v'nosnu al tzitzis hakanot b'sil taleches, v'haya lahem tzitzis, v'ritem oto, uzartemo et kol mitzvos Adonai, v'asitzem oto, lo sasuru, acharei libneichem, v'acharei einechem, asher atem zonim achareichem, l'man tizkaru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai, v'asitem kodshim le'leveichem, ani Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzeisi v'eshem me'eretz Mitzrayim, v'yos lahem le'elohim, ani Adonai Elohechem. Adonai Elohechem emes. Thank you for the honor.
Thank you, guys. Nicely done. Ve'emunah close up the Kaimalin Kiwan Elohim is Alto Nakshila Moha begin by Malachim Alkim Golim Kavalaritu. Well, and if I learn Mitzrayim, Shalom Kumulchol and Ashinu House of Grod on a Hicken of Lodani Mispa. Asamashin Makam Lanata, Amaruglin, American Bomato, Sonino, House and Ons in Kababo. Makebarto Kabargo time the Tenamoi Sopato Hamla Quartel Mabbe Banam Ben Gudrem Sopato Solan Tibotiba Rubanab Giberto Shibko Vidul Shmo Humaku Tobraton Kiblu Alehem Moshe Bene Sholachanu Shirabasim Karabab Yamruchulam Mi Kamocha Baelim Adonai Mi Kamocha Nedava Kodesh Nora tehila rose fele makut kara uvanecha bokeyam lefnei Moshe zeili anuvi amru Adonai yimloch liolam va'ed v'ne'ema kifada Adonai Yaakov ugelom yad kazak mimena baruch Adonai ga'al Yisrael. And Richard, if you give us the honors, please, would help us.
Thank you for the honor, Rabbi. Help us, Adonai, to lie down in peace and awaken us again, our sovereign to life. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Guide us with your good counsel. Save us because of your mercy. Shield us from enemies and pestilence, from starvation, sword, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, O God, who watches over us and delivers us, our gracious and merciful ruler. Guide our coming and our going. Grant us life and peace now and always. Praised are you, Adonai, eternal guardian of your people, Israel.
Thanks, Richard. And of course, the same prayer. It's in Hebrew. Overtail can affect a task to rain over your shemain, Marcelino, Takim, Alcono, Homata. Ushmote, Nuvo, Aino, Lakaimo, Shalomia, Taviado, Lambaruka, Tananai, Sheme Amo, Yisrael. Baruch Adonai L'olam, Amen v'Amen. Baruch Adonai Mitzvon Shacheni Shalom, Hallelujah. Baruch Adonai Elam L'Hayeshel, Seineflot Levado. Baruch Shem Kodol Elam Yimalech Vodo Kol Haaretz, Amen v'Amen. Yikvod Adonai L'Olam, V'smach Adonai B'ma'asav, Yehi Shem Adonai Baruch Mi'atav Yad Olam. Ki lo yitosh Adonai Emo Bavosh Magdo, Ki Hoel Adonai Lo Sotetchem Lo Le'am. V'yakol Ham Yoplo Pnem V'yomru Adonai Hu Elohim. Adonai Hu Elohim. V'haya Adonai L'Melech Al Kol Haaretz. Bayom Hahu Yeh Adonai Echad Shmo Echad. Yichaska Adonai Aleinu Kashi Chanulach. Hoshi Adonai Aleinu B'Kaptzenu V'Yatzlenu. You gather us and save us min hagoyim from all the other nations. The Dol L'Shem Kachech Shvet Tech Kol Masher Asita. Yavo B'Shtak V'Levnei V'Kom Dush Mecha. Ki Gedol Atav Yaseinu Flot Atalam Levadecha. V'Nak Nam Kavatzon Maritecha. No Del L'Chali Olam. No L'Dor V'Ador. V'Sapirti L'Techa. Baruch Adonai B'Yom, blessed are you God in the day. Baruch Adonai B'Layla, blessed are you God in the night. Baruch Adonai B'Shachbenu, blessed are you God when we lie down. Baruch Adonai B'Kumenu, blessed are you God when we rise up. Ki b'yadcha nafsho, because in your hand are all the souls, Hachayim v'Ametim, the living and the dead. Asher b'Don Nefesh Kol Chevro Kol B'Sa'ish, B'Yadchav Kivuchi Patita Oti Adonai Elamet. Elohim Shebashom Yichud Shimcha B'Kayim Malchut Katem and Melech Li'Olam Bed Yero Einei V'Yismach Libenu. V'tagel nafshenu b'shuvatcha v'emet, v'emol etzion malach Elohayech, Adonai melech, Adonai malach, Adonai yimloch le'olam ba'ed. Ki ha'malchut shelcha hi, u'lemei timloch b'chavod, ki ein lanu melech ela ata, baruch atah Adonai, ha'melech b'chvodo, tamid yimloch aleinu le'olam ba'ed, ve'al kol ma'asav. And it's appropriate to rise for the Chatzi Kaddish, and I once again call upon Adele Lubarsky, our president, to answer on behalf of the congregation.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Yitgadah v'yitgadah Shmei Rabbah.
Amen.
V'yomad yirakutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayei chon u'byom echon u'v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael ba'gala u'bizman kariv v'yamaru.
Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevorach Le'olam Olam Me'amaya Yitbarach.
Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitbar v'yitaman v'yitnasei v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shmei kuchav
V'richu
Richu le'lam min kol b'chatav v'shirata tush b'chatav v'nechemata da'amiram b'yomah v'yamaru.
Amen.
And we remain standing for the Amidah, and I'll say it in an undertone. Of course, we're asking God for all kinds of blessings, but if you have a few extra you'd like to add in, feel free to do so. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu le'avoteinu le'Elohei Avraham le'Elohei Yitzchak le'Elohei Yaakov le'Elohei Sarah le'Elohei Rivka le'Elohei Rachel le'Elohei Leah Ha'el Gadol Gibor Menel Yom Gom Mechaz Nemtzor Mekran Kol V'zochech Hastevon Mevigo Lev Ne'el Machmo B'Yava Melech Hozeu Fokeinu Mashiach Magen Baruch atah Magen Rahamu Fokei Tzara atah Gibor Le'lam Renayim B'Chei Mitzvah Mitzvah Rav Le'Hoshia V'Kalkei Chayim V'Chesed Mechayim Mitzim Brachamim Rabim So make no flim Rofech Olam Materis Remember Makem U'To Shnei Afa Michamocha B'Agratu Midom Melech Melech Mitum Chaya U'Mat Smith Yeshua, and Amanatalachayo Meitim Baruch Ataranai, Mechaye HaMeitim, Atakados Vishim Kakados, Ukrashim B'Chol Yom Yalucha Sela, Baruch Ataranai, Ha'el HaKadosh. Atachonei ledam da'at u'malomei lenos bina chanenu meit kadia bina v'haskia b'chonei chonei hada'at hashidenu v'lo torter v'kavin mokel avdasad v'hakshir b'shuva shlem elofanach b'chonei accept the shuva slach lanu v'inu ki chatanu forgive us our Father ki chatanu for we have sinned v'chalanu malkenu ki v'shanu ki mochel v'salei chata b'chonei chanunu mabel sloa rein yavinenu v'yivenu galenu mehelam shmeka ki guel chazakata baruch ataranai go el Yisrael rafa'enu narfei hoshia v'shir kichel tenuata Hallel for Shalom Chamakotenu Ki Amal Rafeinu Man Rachaman Atah Baruch Ataranai Rofei Cholei Amo Yisrael Baruch Aleinu Naleinu Watchashna Zot Bitkomen Itzvatel Tova V'tein Bracha give us blessing upon Adama on our land V'sabenu Metuvah be satisfied with goodness of Reich Shatenish to Metavot and bless us as the years in the past Baruch Atanai Baruch Hashanim Tikabi Shofar sound the Shofar Gedol Kerutenu to announce our great freedom V'san Nestik Abeit Kaliotenu V'Kaptenu Yakin and gather us together Miabakin for tzefot ha'aretz, from the four corners of the earth. Baruch atah Adonai, mekabeh tzedkei amo Yisrael. Hashiv shavtenu k'rishonu v'otenu k'vatchila, v'hasam imenu god mi'anachim loch aleinu ata'ana levadcha b'chesed rachman tzenu b'mishpat. Baruch Tarai Melech Ohi Tzedakah U'Mishra. Bless you, God, who loves righteousness and justice. For the Malshilim Maltitech Kol Shriga Kol Harisha Krega Tobe Kol Adech Mehira Karetu Hazidim Mehira Tagit Shabbos Magi V'Takum B'Yamein Baruch Tarai Shobe Oivim Makmi Azedim Al Tzadikim El Chasidim El Zekniam Kabed Yisrael Bel Plei Tat Sofrem Al Beher Tzedik Elenu Yamun On Rechmech Ne'Elenu V'Tein Sakatol L'Chol Abud Kam Shim Kabemed V'Sem Kokenim Hem Le'Olam Lo Nivosh Kibakabatak Baruch Tarai Mishan Miftach L'Tzadikim Yushalayim Yachav Ragmim Tashu B'Tishkon, return and dwell amongst us. B'Tochaka Shigibadav, you said in V'nei Otabik Rabbi Yemen Ben Alam V'Chisei David Meir Toktak and Baruch Atanai Bonei Yushalayim. Blessed you, God, the builder of Jerusalem. Et Samet Tivat to come here with Tatsmia for Karon Tumishua Taka Kilish, what if you call Hayom Boktan, it's me and Kanishua. Shma Kolenu, hear our voices, and Alenu, who's Frachem Leva Kabil Brachman, and receiving mercy, Ratson, according to your will at Philateno, our prayers. Kiashmet feels Takno Mata, Mofanak Malkin, Rekamuchveno, Kiatashmet feels some Kashil Brachman, Boktan, Shamay, Yatafila. Bless you, God, who hears prayer. Ritsan and Alebam Kosovo Twilatam. Yoshev the world be retakut Philadelphia, but be our son Tamid Peabody, Israel Amecha. V'techazen and Shuchatzim Brachman books and Maxus can tell Tion Modim Anachnu. Last we thank you, Shatu and Nailan of Latino, that you're our God and God of our fathers, live along then forever. Tzlochayenu, the rock of our lives, Magenishenu, the shield of our salvation. Atahula Dovador, in every generation. The Del Hams Beatilatecha, Alkenan Hamstrom Yadecha, Ashmatem Burasach, Dali Sen Shumi Manu, Floten Totesh Pol 8 Erbok Turan, Tokil Rach Marking Thotam Yakulat Yakulamit Brakir Mamshim Kumakan Tamli Lumbed Vokol Haim Yuka Salabi Haluit Kumet, who has obtained Tenu Sela Baruch Ataran Toshim Kalachana Wella Dor. Shalom Rabbi Yisrael Kol Tokoshve Taylor Tassim Lilam Kieta Humelka Dam Kola Shalom the Tobe Nechel Breaking Amakashabu Kol Kol Shabbos Sonak Bojan Breaking Most Shalom. Elohim is solution and routes for time to be member of Lom Kalalai Nashi Tidom, Nashi Kiafo Kotia, Petakli Petoteka, Uvu Miswateka Tirgaf Nashi, Okol Koch Femalira, Amahira Happets and some Kalkamak Shotam, Salaman Chemeka, Salaman Yuminaka, Salaman Kusha Seka, Salaman Choteka, Manikideca, Oshi Mentri Neni, you are son of Rafi, they only be left for Nakalator Lily Oster Salombermo, who yes, Salomon Bell Cloister, Elvium Root Amen. Once again, we'll continue to say a prayer for Israel. And I'll say it in Hebrew, and then feel free to open up your mics and we'll do it together in English. Avinu Shabashamayim, our Father who is in heaven, Tso Yisrael, V'golo Barecha Midina Yisrael, Reshit Smichat Gulatenu. Hagen Aleha Be'avrat Kastechu, Fros Aleh Sukat Shlomecha. Ushlach Orcha Be'amikal Rasheh Saravi Otzeha, V'tatne Be'etza Tova Melfanecha. Chazeke Yedem Megenei Eretz Kodshenu, V'anchilem Elohim Yeshua, V'ater Nitzchon Teatre, V'natata Shalom Ba'aretz, V'simchat Olam Liosh Ve'ha V'nomar Amen. Please join me. Avinu Shabashamayim, rock and redeemer of the people Israel, bless the state of Israel. Promise of redemption, shield it with your love, spread over it the shelter of your peace. Guide its leaders and advisors with your light and your truth, and help them with your good counsel. Strengthen the hands of those who defend our holy land. Deliver them, their efforts with triumph. Bless the land with peace and its inhabitants with lasting joy. Let us say Amen. And feel free to continue to join me with this paragraph. We'll stop right here. My rock and my redeemer, sing O Shalom, and then we'll finish it up. My God, keep my tongue from evil and my lips from lies. Help me endure those who will slander me. Let me be humble before all, and open my heart to your Torah, and make me through your sins. Frustrate the designs of those who plot evil against me. Make nothing of their scheme. Act for the sake of your compassion, your power, your holiness, and your truth. Answer my prayer, the deliverance of your people. And may the words of my mouth, the meditations of my heart, be acceptable to you, my rock and my redeemer. Oh, Shalom, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu, V'Yavo Yisrael, V'Yimru, Amen. Ya'aseh Shalom, V'Ya'aseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu v'Yalkot Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom. Shalom Aleinu v'Yalkot Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom. Shalom Aleinu v'Yalkot Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom. Shalom Aleinu v'Yalkot Yisrael. Amen. And may the one who brings peace to his universe bring peace to us and to all the people Israel. Amen.
Amen.
And now we're going to do a prayer for those folks who aren't feeling too well. Of course, you know, when I say bring blessing and healing too, feel free to say your name. Misha Baruch Avatenu Avram Yitzchak v'Yaakov, Sarah Rivka Rachel Leah, Huya Varech v'Rape Et. Please bring blessing and healing too.
Nita Russo.
There's a leader
Ryan
that
and
Benjamin Ben Rivka, Rivka Bat Rachel, Hittel Bat Miriam Mordechai,
Howard Weiner,
Jeffrey
Sheila
Neiman,
Lemon,
Rochelle
Irvin
Novoselsky,
Weinberg,
Stephanie Levine, Barbara Cohen, Mendel Ben Abraham,
Stan
Donna
Stan
Levine,
Spiegelman, Xander Klein, Neil Shane.
Devorah Chana,
Bobby
Chaya,
Weiner,
Rivka,
Melanie Morton.
Don Jones, Ann Rumpf, Ann Mortellaro, Angela Vellante, Steve Goldberg, Bernie Gordon.
Jeff Schultz, Reverend
Barry
Francisco
Comack.
Tolentino, Judge Justin Phillips, Peter D. Demizio, Alice Piacente, Donna Claycomb, and Caitlin Kenny.
And to all those who suffer illness within our congregational family, and may the Holy One mercifully restore them to health and vigor, granting them physical and spiritual well-being. And we yet hope and pray that healing is at hand, and let us say Amen. And if I could ask you to mute your microphones, please. Misha Beirach Avotenu, Mikor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misha Beirach Imotenu, Mekor HaBracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. And now Kaddish Shalom. Yitgadal Yitgadal Shmei Rabbah.
Amen.
B'alma dirakrutev yamlik malchutev v'chaye konu v'mekonu v'chay d'chol beit Yisrael b'galav zman kariv v'yamaru.
Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevorach, Le'olam Olam Me'amaya Yitbarach.
Yitbarak v'yishtabak v'yitbar v'tumam v'yitnaseh v'yitadav v'yitalav v'yitalav shmei kutsha.
Urichu.
Richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata da'amiram b'alma v'yamaru.
Amen.
Amen. Titkabal tzolot hanuvot d'chol Yisrael kadam abuhon divishmai v'yamaru.
Amen.
Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shmai v'chaim alein v'al-koisha v'yamaru.
Amen.
Amen. Oseh shalom b'mrom mavu yaseh shalom alein v'al-koisha v'yamaru.
Amen.
Please join me for the Aleinu. Of course, we stand for this prayer. Feel free to open up your mics. Aleinu l'shabech ladon hakol latet kedula liyatzeh bereshit shelo asanu kigvei haratzon v'lo samanu k'mishpachas ha'adama shelo sam chalkenu kalahanu negor aleinu kibul amonam v'anachnu korim u'mishtabim u'modim lifnei melech hamelachim Hakadosh Baruch Hu, Shehu Noten Shemayim Yosei Haaretz, O Eloheinu Emet Malkeinu Eloheinu Kakatu B'Torah V'yadata Yashivota El Levavecha Ki Adonai O Elohim B'Shamayim Mima'al V'yal Haaretz ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך הארץ ביום ההוא ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד ושמו אחד. And now mourners Kaddish, those who are of your side, if you want to say the name whom you are saying mourners Kaddish for, feel free to do so.
Bill Gustad.
Mordechai Ben Esther.
And of course, our condolences to Ed and Irene Gustad on the loss of Ed's brother. May you be comforted among the mourners of Zion and Jerusalem. Please join me in the mourners Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah Bi'alma divra kirutei v'yamlich malchutei B'chayechon u'vyomechon u'b'chayei b'chol Yisrael Ba'agala u'b'zman kariv v'yamru amen Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam umei almayim Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ah v'yitramam v'yitnaseh V'yadar v'yitalem v'yitalal Shmei v'kudsha v'richu La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata Tush b'chata v'nechamata Ta'amiram v'alma v'yamru amen Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yamru amen O says Shalom Dimromav Hu Ya'as says Shalom Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yamru amen. And Paula, I've been calling you on ages. If you'd like to do this responsibly with me, and of course it's a long prayer, so I have to scroll during the middle. So I hope you don't lose your spot.
I won't. I'm okay. I think.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll keep my cursor there.
Sing with joy to God our strength. Shout with gladness to the God of Jacob.
Strike up a melody, sound the timbrel, play sweet tones on harp and lyre, sound the shofar on the new moon and the full moon for our festive day.
It is a law for the people Israel. The God of Jacob sits in judgment. God ordained it as a decree for Joseph when he rose against the land of Egypt.
Then I heard a voice I never knew. I removed the burden from your shoulder. Your hands were freed from the load.
When you called in distress, I rescued you. Unseen, I answered you in thunder. I tested your faith in the wilderness.
Hear this warning, my people. Israel, if you would only listen, you shall have no strange God among you, and you shall not worship an alien God.
I am Adonai, your God, who brought you out of Egypt. Open your mouth wide, and I will fill it.
But my people did not listen. Israel would have none of me. So I let them persist in their stubbornness, and I let them follow their own inclinations.
If only my people would listen to me, if the people of Israel would walk in my ways, then would I soon subdue their foes and strike out at their oppressors.
Enemies of Adonai shall be humbled, their downfall shall be unending.
But you would I feed with the richest of wheat, with honey from the rock would I satisfy you. Thanks,
Paula. Nicely done.
Thank you.
And once again, mourners Kaddish, those who have your side. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabba. Bi'alma divra kirute v'yamlich malchute. V'chayechon u'vyomechon u'v'chaye d'chol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala uvizman karev v'yamru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbam mevorach le'olam obei omai. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'al v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yithalal. Shemei d'kudsha v'richu. La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tush b'chata v'nechamata. Ta'amiran v'alma v'yimru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. O says Shalom Bimroma, Hu Ya'aseh Shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yamru amen. And thank you all for joining us at this time. Of course, I call on Adele Lubatsky, our president, to make the few announcements.
Erev Tov, Yeshua, Rabbi Bernie. Just to remind everybody, the services are Sunday through Thursday at 7 o'clock, except starting on July 11th, which is a Sunday, we will not have a Sunday evening service. We will just have a Sunday morning service at 9 a.m. So we will have 9 a.m. service. It will be both in person and Zoom. It will be study, breakfast, and chat, and a walk. So we will not be having, so this Sunday night is our last Sunday night that we will be having a service. Otherwise, we'll be having it on Sunday mornings. Also, starting on July 12th, we'll be doing in-person during the weekdays. And so it will be in person on Zoom. We're looking for people to lead the service, lay people to lead the service those nights. So if you're interested, just contact one of the rabbis and let them know you're interested. And then, as Rabbi Perlman said last night, August 8th, which is the first of Elul, we'll just be counting people for a minyan of those who are present. So people who are on Zoom starting August 8th will not be counted for, we can't count them for a minyan. So it'll just be people who are in person. So I hope you'll continue to support our services. It's been wonderful this last, seems like 95 years. It's probably, I don't even know how many months anymore. I can't even guess. But anyway, thank you all for supporting it all the time. It's been wonderful. It's great to see people. And don't forget about tzedakah. The other thing I want to remind you, we have a barbecue on July 16th at 6 o'clock. And we will have a service at 7 o'clock. It'll be in person and Zoom. So that Friday night will be a 7 o'clock service. So I encourage all of you to come to the service. If you know anybody who's interested in joining Temple Ner Tamid, please invite them that service, to the barbecue and to the service. It's going to be filled with children and younger people and older people and lots of ruach. So I hope you will join us that evening. Also, by now, people who are members of Temple Ner Tamid should have received information from Sustaining Our Eternal Flame about your pledge for the next year. So if you receive that, please send it in without, you don't have to send money. Don't send the paper in with what you are pledging for next year. So that will help the committee figure out when they have to send the bills. So, Erev Tov.
So thank you so much.